Welcome to my channel Echoes of Coin. The 2001 Lincoln cent belongs to a series that began in 1909 when the cent was first redesigned to honor Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. By 2001, the Lincoln cent had already become one of the most recognized and longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. The year 2001 marked the continuation of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, a design first introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. This design remained on the coin until 2008, when it was later replaced with a new reverse in 2009 to commemorate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. For collectors and historians, the 2001 1-cent coin represents not only a continuation of tradition, but also a marker of the early 21st century, a period defined by transition, change, and globalization. To understand the importance of the 2001 Lincoln cent, one must first appreciate the history of the series itself. The Lincoln cent was originally designed by Victor David Brenner, whose obverse portrait of Abraham Lincoln has remained largely unchanged since 1909. This obverse design, featuring a right-facing profile of Lincoln, was the first time a real person appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. The decision to feature Lincoln was rooted in his enduring legacy as the president who led the nation through the Civil War and who issued the Emancipation Proclamation. Over the years, the Lincoln cent became not only a tool of commerce but also a cultural artifact, something that connected generations of Americans to their shared history. By 2001, nearly a century had passed since the introduction of the Lincoln cent, and billions of these coins had been produced, making it one of the most circulated coins in U.S. history. The 2001 Lincoln cent was struck at multiple mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced circulation strikes without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint struck coins bearing the D mint mark. San Francisco, by that time, was producing proof coins, primarily for collectors, bearing the S mint mark. Proof cents are distinct because of their sharp details, mirror-like fields, and frosted designs, created using special dies and multiple strikes. Collectors highly prize these proof cents, and the 2001 S-proof cent is no exception. In 2001, the U.S. Mint produced billions of cents for circulation, but only a fraction of these were high-quality proof strikes, making them more desirable to numismatists. The Philadelphia Mint alone produced over 4.9 billion cents in 2001, while the Denver Mint struck more than 5.3 billion, showing the immense scale of cent production to satisfy the needs of commerce. The design of the 2001 1-cent coin is iconic and instantly recognizable. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln, his portrait detailed with fine lines showing his beard, hair, and the solemn expression that conveys his historical significance. Above Lincoln's head are the words "In God We Trust," a motto that has appeared on U.S. coins for over a century. To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, symbolizing the nation's founding principles. To the right of Lincoln, one finds the date 2001, and, when applicable, the mint mark identifying the place of mintage. The reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo in 1959, depicts the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The memorial is rendered in remarkable detail, and if one looks closely, even the seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial can be faintly seen. Above the memorial are the words United States of America, while the denomination 1 cent appears below. The phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, appears above the memorial, underscoring the unity of the nation. This combination of elements makes the coin a blend of artistry and symbolism, a small object carrying immense cultural weight. In terms of physical composition, the 2001 Lincoln cent was made primarily of zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper. This composition was introduced in 1982, when the rising cost of copper forced the U.S. Mint to abandon the nearly pure copper alloy used for cents since 1909. As a result, post-1982 cents, including the 2001 issue, weigh 2.5 grams, and are made of 97.5% zinc with 2.5% copper plating. This change in composition is significant for collectors because it affects the way the coins age. Zinc cores are prone to corrosion and damage if the copper plating is breached, which means finding a 2001 cent in pristine, Uncirculated condition can be more challenging than finding earlier copper-based cents that aged differently. Collectors often seek out 2001 cents in higher grades, such as those certified mint state 65 or above, where the coin retains its original luster and shows minimal contact marks. Errors and varieties play a particularly fascinating role in the appeal of the 2001 Lincoln cent coin. Errors occur during the minting process and can make otherwise ordinary coins unique and highly collectible. Some known errors for the 2001 cent include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and broad strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the blank planchet is not properly aligned within the striking press, resulting in a design that appears off-center. These errors can range from minor misalignments to dramatic strikes where much of the design is missing. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. Double die errors occur when the coin is struck with a die that has a doubled image, creating a noticeable doubling of letters or numbers. Although not as famous as the 1955 double die cent, certain 2001 double die cents do exist, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. Clipped planchet errors happen when the coin blank is improperly cut from the metal sheet, resulting in a coin with a missing curved or straight section. Broad strikes, where the coin is struck without a collar, cause the coin to spread out larger than normal, often creating a dramatic appearance. Each of these errors can elevate a 2001 cent from common change to a valuable collectible. Another point of interest lies in the proof versions of the 2001 Lincoln cent. These coins, struck in San Francisco, were included in proof sets sold directly to collectors. Proof coins are made using highly polished dies and planchets, producing a sharp contrast between the frosted devices and mirror-like fields. In the case of the 2001 Lincoln cent, collectors often look for coins with perfect strikes and deep cameo contrast, which are highly valued by grading companies such as PCGS and NGC. A 2001 proof cent graded PR70 deep cameo is considered a top-tier collectible, commanding significantly higher prices than its face value. Proof sets from 2001 are also sought after, particularly when they remain sealed in their original government packaging. Market values for the 2001 Lincoln cent vary widely depending on condition, rarity, and whether the coin is an error or proof strike. Circulated examples of the 2001 cent are worth only face value, as billions remain in circulation. However, uncirculated examples graded MS65 or higher can sell for several dollars, with superb examples in MS67 or MS68 commanding even greater premiums. Error coins can range in value from a few dollars to hundreds, depending on the type and severity of the error. Proof 2001 cents, especially those graded PR70, can sell for much more, sometimes exceeding $50 or more in top condition. For collectors, the key is not only finding a 2001 cent but finding one with the right combination of condition, rarity, and appeal. Beyond the technical details, the 2001 Lincoln cent also holds significance in the broader cultural and economic context of the time. The year 2001 was a pivotal one in American history, marked by events that shaped the 21st century. Most notably, the September 11th attacks changed the nation forever, leading to shifts in politics, security, and global relations. For many Americans, the coins in their pockets in 2001 are tied to memories of that year, making even the smallest denomination a silent witness to history. Coins often serve as time capsules, and the 2001 cent is no exception. It represents the everyday life of the early 2000s, when the internet was growing rapidly, cell phones were becoming common, and the U.S. economy was on the cusp of both challenges and opportunities. Collectors often reflect on how modern cents, including the 2001 issue, differ from earlier coins in terms of design continuity and public perception. While many Americans overlook the cent as insignificant, often discarding or ignoring it, numismatists recognize the value of studying and preserving even these low-denomination coins. The 2001 cent, struck in the billions, may seem common today, but as time passes and pristine examples become scarcer, collectors may look back on this year as part of the larger story of the Lincoln cent's evolution. Already, coins like the 2001 proof are viewed as desirable additions to complete sets of Lincoln memorial cents. The long-term appeal of the 2001 cent lies not only in its physical presence but in the way it fits into the ongoing narrative of American coinage. The Lincoln Memorial reverse, which appears on the 2001 cent, also deserves special attention. This reverse design, created by Frank Gasparo, was meant to honor Lincoln by showcasing the monument built in his name in Washington, D.C. Unlike the original wheat ears reverse used from 1909 to 1958, the memorial reverse presented a modern and architectural tribute to Lincoln. It also carried the unique distinction of depicting Lincoln twice on the same coin, once in the obverse portrait and once inside the memorial on the reverse. This subtle detail has fascinated collectors for decades and makes the memorial cent particularly memorable. By 2001, the memorial reverse had been in use for over 4 decades, making it a familiar sight to millions of Americans. Yet, just a few years later, it would be replaced by a new reverse, making the 2001 issue part of the final chapter of the Memorial Cent series. As numismatists study the 2001 cent, they also examine die states, strike quality, and toning. Some collectors seek out coins with attractive toning, where the copper plating has developed natural hues of red, orange, or blue due to environmental factors. Such toning can enhance a coin's eye appeal and increase its desirability, though it is subjective. Others focus on red, red-brown, and brown designations used by grading companies to classify copper coins based on their surface color. A 2001 cent graded MS67 red, for instance, will always command more interest than one graded MS67 brown. These details highlight the nuances of coin collecting, where even the smallest differences can mean the difference between a common coin and a prized collectible. In educational contexts, the 2001 Lincoln cent also serves as a teaching tool. Teachers and parents often use coins like these to explain American history, the role of Lincoln, and the significance of national symbols. The motto "In God We Trust" sparks discussions about religion and governance, while E Pluribus Unum invites conversations about unity in diversity. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse offers an opportunity to discuss American architecture and the cultural importance of monuments. In this way, the 2001 cent, while small in size, has immense potential as an educational artifact. Looking to the future, the role of the cent has been debated extensively. By 2001, many already questioned whether the cent should continue to be produced, given that its purchasing power had diminished significantly due to inflation. The cost of producing a cent often exceeded its face value, leading to debates about whether the denomination should be eliminated altogether. Yet, for tradition and continuity, the cent has persisted, and the 2001 issue remains part of that ongoing story. Should the U.S. ever discontinue the cent, coins like the 2001 Lincoln cent will gain historical importance as examples of the nation's longest-running denomination. For collectors building complete date and mintmark sets of Lincoln Memorial cents, the 2001 issues are essential. Both the Philadelphia and Denver strikes must be included, and for those seeking completeness, the San Francisco proofs are a must-have as well. High-grade examples certified by leading grading companies are especially prized, as they not only preserve the coin but also verify its authenticity and condition. Collectors who specialize in error coins also actively pursue 2001 errors, with off-center strikes and dramatic double dies being particularly appealing. The market for these coins is dynamic, influenced by trends in numismatics, economic conditions, and the broader interest in coin collecting as a hobby. The story of the 2001 Lincoln cent is ultimately one of continuity, history, and overlooked significance. Billions of these coins passed through the hands of Americans in the early 2000s, buying candy, paying for parking meters, or resting forgotten in change jars. Most were unnoticed, treated as ordinary pieces of commerce. Yet, within the sea of ordinary cents are coins that stand out, proofs, high-grade examples, and errors that capture the imagination of collectors. These coins remind us that even the most common objects can hold stories worth telling. The 2001 1-cent coin is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent, a small copper-plated disc that reflects over a century of American history, art, and culture.